it seems that people are all striving to do one or two things. They're either trying to fit in and be normal, or they're trying to stand out and not be normal. It's almost comical how we tell people that they are unique and one of a kind, but also low-key reprimand them for not thinking, believing, or acting the way that we want them to or think that they should. It's almost as if the message is, be special, be unique, be you. Well, I mean, as much as you being you falls within the specific parameters that I approve of and deem as normal. Which leads us to the question of, what does it even mean to be normal? Seriously, take a sec to think about it. How is normality defined? What is normal to you? What is considered normal is often defined by culture, society, politics, ethnic or racial groups, geographical location, religion, upbringing, environment, and the list can go on and on. That is why if you are, to get a bunch of random people together into a room, there's a high probability that they would not be able to really agree upon what is normal. But again, being normal or rejecting normalcy plays a big part of our human experience, so it's very important to understand what is your definition of normal. And once you've discovered what your normal is, ask yourself, from who or where did you derive your definition of normal? And then, more importantly, ask yourself, why do they get to define what is normal? As a developer, when I'm writing a program and I try to run it and I get an error, that's an indication to me that I did something that did not meet the expectation of the language or the platform. And so in order for me to align myself with the expected syntax or format or methodology, I have to consult with the documentation that was written by the creators of that platform or language, or at the very least, consult with someone who has experience working in that language or on that particular platform. In other words, the expectation, what is allowed or not allowed, what is normal, is defined not by the developer, but rather by the one who created the language or the platform. So all that to say, we don't define what is normal. God does. And the reason why God has the authority and the right to define normality is because He created us. So you can continue to try to chase after the winds of culture and trends and traditions and personal desires and what other people may define as normal and try to conform to that, never being able to actually be normal, since that goalpost is going to be constantly shifting and changing. Or you can go directly to the Creator and His written documentation for what the expectation is for us, for what is normal. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Sin is not normal, but seeking to live according to God's will is. And as always, think on these things.